Hi, everybody. My name's Melody Jackson, and I suffer from vestibular disorder. And I also had an acoustic neuroma tumor, which started to attach itself, of course, inside of my right ear, but started attaching itself to my skull. And so they ended up going in and removing it out, but I lost my hearing, and permanent nerve damage is in there. Also, with the I also had cervical vertebrae fusion, which fused my cervical vertebrae 1 through 5. I'm gonna try and show you. I'm gonna hold my head down, and then I'm gonna try and show you the incision there. Hopefully you can see it. I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job or not, but hopefully you can see it. And so what I wanted to do today was to give you an idea of how my world works, because a lot of people ask me, they want to know, well, can you see? What can you see? If you can see, what do you see? When I say vestibular disorder, I got this from this idea of making a video, actually, from Greg. I think his name is Greg Tarnoff. He's on YouTube, and the main thing is called Six Full of Nines. So if you put in Six Full of Nines, you will come up with different people who have vestibular disorders. But I just wanted to show you that, and I also wanted to show you actually how I see the world. So with my cervical vertebrae, I can only move my head. That's my no right there. That's all I can do, is just that much. I can go this far up without my head shaking, and then I can go that far down. So I can't, if I look up I can't look up too long or anything like that. I can't hold my head back, anything like that, because in my world, not only am I limited that way, I'm also limited with my vision. So I'm going to show you now. Okay, so stay with me. This is, I think you're seeing the door. You should be seeing the door. So if you're seeing the door, then in my world, the door is like that. Everything around me always moves like this. If I'm talking to people, and if there's more people in the room, like if the room is crowded, I really can't deal too much with that. If music is playing, this is how my eyes are capturing everything, and it is blurred. A lot of it is blurred sometimes, so I try to get out like in the morning. So I always tell people I'm better in the morning. So I haven't done a whole lot of turns and stuff. Going to the bathroom, it can be massive for me in the mornings or any time, because you get in the bathroom and you start, you hold your head down, you get the toothpaste, you get the toothbrush, you reach over, you do this, you turn, you do that, you're turning this way, you're turning that way. It's so much going on, and it just speeds up that wheel in my brain. So with the vestibular disorder, through therapy, I have been able to live in this, I call it carousel, because I have to close my eyes because I can't do it with my eyes open. But for me, everything is going like this all the time. So I can't function too much with it going that way. So if I go out somewhere, I have to time it. I have to make sure that I'm back home, because keep in mind, this is going on. I can't hear but on one side, and people just want to talk to me and all of that, and I don't know how to tell them no. I have to close my eyes because I can't take it. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to show you today. Wanted you to see how I see. And so when you see me out somewhere, and if I don't speak to you, I promise you, it is not because I think I'm all that, because I don't. Number one, I probably didn't see you. And number two, if I saw you, it was like this, and I'm so busy trying to stay afloat, stay holding on to my walker. Oh yeah, let me show you my walker, because I don't drive anymore. So this is my walker. My walker's name is Malcolm, and that's my walker. And I normally, that's how when I go anywhere, you're gonna see me with the walker, or in one of those cart things that you can sit down on, because that helps. That helps a lot. Even though everything for me is going like this all of the time, does it ever stop? No. Do I ever get a break? No. And how long has it been going on? For about 7, going on almost 8 years. And what is that? I would say 7 years. Yeah, well, it's going on 8 years because it started in 2010. So anyway, that's my world, and I just wanted to show it to you. And hopefully, if you're out there and you're been diagnosed with an acoustic neuroma, they're telling you you're going to lose your hearing, you're scared, you don't know what to do, just hang on in there. Go to therapy. Keep going to therapy. The other part of this is that just this year, they found another tumor at the end of August, I should say August of last year. And then in December, January, I had radiation treatments for that tumor. I don't recommend radiation to anybody. If you can get away from having it, don't, because it set me back. It made my world. Oh God, it's just awful, but we look at life the way we look at life, and I choose to be positive. I choose to see the good, that I'm still alive, and I just want to live. I just want to. One of the things I did get, though, I can draw, I can paint. So I started to paint, and that has been very therapeutic for me because I don't have to use a lot of paint if I don't want. Some days I use every piece of paint I got in there. Some days I just use one color. And that just does me so much good. Oh, I cannot even tell you. But be encouraged and hold your head up and don't worry. Just stay with it. Do the practices, because even some of the gaze practices, they made my dizziness worse. So even trying to do the therapy, my vestibular therapist and we had to come up with other things, because during the regular things, I wasn't getting any better. And that was the one thing she kept saying. But what she did do for me was she taught me how to make my kitchen more manageable. I don't really cook. I changed my stove out from a gas to an electric stove because of my balance, with the vestibular thing going on, the disorder. You could fall, and you fall. You don't tell everybody, but it happens. And what I didn't want to ever do was like fall on a gas stove and then not be able to get myself up, because I'm so out of it. So anyway, I just wanted to share with you how I see the world, and hopefully it will help you to just be encouraged and know you're not alone. Because I was so happy to find Greg Tarnoff of 6 Full of Nines. That's the handle that he has on YouTube. Just type in 6 Full of Nines, SIXFULLNINES, and you'll find all kinds of people with vestibular therapy disorder and different things like that. But anyway, just hold your head up, be encouraged, and do what you can. When you get tired, rest. When you can't go on anymore, tell people. Like when my eye starts to give out, I've started saying, I gotta go home, I gotta rest, I gotta lay down. And what helps me is total darkness and maybe a cold pad, and I take my medicine and I sleep, and that's what I do. So, and then I get up refreshed, like right now I'm gonna have to go lay down after this. But I just wanted to put this out here so that it would be out here so you could know exactly how my world works. All right? Be encouraged. Don't worry. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. There goes the train. And here I go. Bye-bye.